Sound therapy experts have concluded that it is the most powerful instrument in sound cures available to mankind. It is a type of singing that defies the limits of vocal possibilities. But what never fails to garner attention in any spectacle is contortionism. It is prevalent in Mongolia, but it requires talent and constant practice from the age of 5. It's no wonder that they are the true masters of this art.
You have to train 2 or 3 times a day for 2 or 3 hours, starting at the age of 5. We are very proud to represent Mongolia in the art of contortionism in such a unique way.
Life in Mongolia is usually spent on horseback. It is the land of the horses. Everything depends on this animal. Sports, leisure, life, transportation, work. Horses are mythical. They are legend. They constitute, in part, the origin of the Mongol Empire. It is thought that a child learns to ride on horseback before he learns to walk. Horse training in Mongolia is more than just a job. It can garner national awards and recognition if the horse responds well during a race and wins. The 40-day training period before the race is decisive. One must make a horse sweat and lose fat, which is why they use blankets to cover the horse while it runs. Kids are used as jockeys in races. They begin to ride when they are 3 years old and compete when they are 6. Part of the ritual is to make the horse know when the race is about to start, which is accomplished by singing to prepare it. Participating in the Naddam festivities means possibly winning national awards as horse breeder and trainer, a very sought-after prize.
You need a lot of patience, effort, and dedication. It is my 60th anniversary as horse trainer. You have to work with horses from the day they are born. First, you have to decide if it can race. You can use a horse for 20 years. You need a lot of time and patience, and if you trust the horse, you have to follow your first instinct for it to be a good racing horse. I have 2 adult horses, one that is 4 years old and another that is 2. They both performed very well last year, so I expect better results this year.
At the foot of the Altai Mountains, where ChinggisKhaan was born, Terelj National Park offers us a very peaceful place in which to enjoy nature, to hike, swim, and horseback ride. Alongside a few nomadic herding families, the breathtaking beauty of the mountains, the steppes, and the alpine forests can be taken in at will. One can also enjoy 2 particular curiosities, the rocks of the turtle and of the book-reading monk. They are two among many enormous rock formations created by ancient glaciers during the Mesozoic era. Amarbayasgalant, originally built in the Chinese style between 1727 and 1737, is made up of 37 temples and sculptures. The communist purges of the 1930s were responsible for the partial destruction and subsequent decay of the monastery. Now it is considered the second most important monastery in the country, thanks to the support of the Dalai Lama. South of Amarbayasgalant, we find the copper mine of Erdenet, the third largest open-pit surface mine in the world. This is the most important company in the Mongolian economy. What's more, the city grew around the mine to such an extent that it is the second most important city in the country. Located in the south of Mongolia, the Gobi Desert takes up 1/3 of the nation. It is one of the largest deserts in the world and the largest at such high latitudes. It is extremely diverse, even in its climate, which boasts an amazing temperature range of 80 degrees from winter to summer. We have been constantly taken by surprise while traveling its unique landscape on camelback, sleeping in yurt camps, and connecting with the spirit of the Mongols. During the warmest hours of the summer, mirages appear everywhere, making us believe that there are lakes where in reality there are none. An expert Gobi Desert guide advises us in case we lose our way in these parts. Don't fret and look around until you find a row of electric line posts. If you follow it, it will lead you to a settlement. Another option, he tells us while smiling, is to use the local GPS system. Gyr positioning system. You can always find a nomad that will help you find your way. In the mid-Gobi region, we find a group of granite rock formations in which two monks carved inscriptions in the 19th century. Legend has it that ChinggisKhaan set up camp here during one of his journeys. The desert houses important fossil beds discovered in the 1920s by fortune hunter Henry Fairfield Osborn. They include eggs, fossilized dinosaur skeletons, and the remains of Bronze Age civilizations that we can get quite close to, even the fossilized remains of the famous Gobi alligator. Another rarity of the desert is that in its mountains, the last of the desert bears can be found, as well as Bactrian camels, and many species of horses and reptiles. Because of this entire unique fauna, it was declared a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve in 1991. The Yolyn Am Canyon, otherwise known as Vulture Row or Eagle's Entrance, affords impressive views of this valley, which has many secrets. A glacier one can reach by foot, camel, or horseback, which narrows until it becomes a narrow pass, and then a wild torrent, one of the greatest spectacles in the Gobi.